The dust has settled on our return to the Welsh Premier League. Sean, how happy were you with that performance?
Made up. I think from a defensive point of view, very strong, very organised. Druids had a lot of the ball, and they knocked it about really, really well. I was very impressed, by that aspect from them. However, I think over the course of the 90 minutes, I think we've called their keeper into action a little bit more than what Alex was, to be fair. They haven't had like a clear-cut opportunity, a couple of balls that have been under-hit and over-hit and just skidded out of play. But my boys were fantastic, and we've really got to build on that now. It should give us the confidence now, to go on, to get a positive result now at Newtown. We're going to tick them off one at a time. But one thing is for sure, a lot of the players there realised how demanding the Welsh Premier League was, Kai in particular, which we'll touch on after, I'm sure. But no, just absolutely thrilled, and I made that for everyone involved with the football club.
And how hard was the selection? How hard the job was that?
It was difficult. It was made difficult for me this morning because Danny Brookwell, Jamie Breeze and Clive had all declared themselves fit. But I was thinking to myself, Kai Jones and Sean Bradley in particular have been excellent in pre-season. So as far as positions go, it was fairly easy to make that call. But yeah, I dragged Nick, the substitute goalkeeper, into the office before, and I took a little bit of a gamble in not having a reserve goalkeeper on the bench. And then I dragged Brookie, Breezy and Clive in today and said, listen, I appreciate your efforts in getting yourself fit, but it's only going to warrant a place on the bench. So it was difficult, but the lads accepted it, and Clive came on and was very solid with Danny Brookwell in front of him when we made the changes. We just thought with Nathan, he was on his last warning, to be fair. I was told by the fourth official. He got a little bit of a sort of stiff neck as well. And Brad's had worked his socks off, and then Kai for Breezy was a relatively easy one. Kai had scored a fantastic goal in the first half, and again he was absolutely dead when he came off. So it's going to be difficult throughout the season, Paul, I'll be honest, to pick we're starting 11, but the lads as a group today, even the unused subs, Kev, Roberts and Rye and Nick, the way he accepted the news, been fantastic. I've got a great group of players here, and yeah, we'll build on it now, ready for Friday.
We had close enough to 1,000 people here. It was a fantastic occasion, wasn't it?
They were superb. I've said in previous notes and previous interviews, the Covey Army in stages, especially today when Druids were getting the ball down and playing and keeping it really well, it picks you up, like mentally, if you're hearing your name sang, if you're hearing the famous Carnarvon songs. Obviously I can't repeat a few of them, like, because we're on camera. It does pick you up, and they were massive for us today, and it's not going to be the only time. I hope they come in their droves next week, which I'm sure they will. I know a couple are going down to Cardiff Met, which is a fantastic effort by everybody, and then we welcome TNS here, we welcome the champions here on a Friday night. The place is going to be absolutely rocking. It was rocking today. I'm sure some of the Druids officials might say that the atmosphere was different class as well, but they were phenomenal, and I thank them personally. One thing I will say, I want to dedicate that 3 points to everyone that has volunteered and come in their own time, and they've got the oval looking, fantastic. There's been a lot of improvements going on. So for everyone that spent the Fridays, the Saturday mornings, the Sunday mornings, that victory's for them. So it's a big thank you to them as well.
And finally, marks out of 10 for the whole day.
Got to be 11 surely with the 3 points, but no, the effort of every single one is 10 plus, and everyone came together. There's a couple of teething problems, but we're a newly promoted side. I think at the start of the game, I think the match ball we give the referee was underinflated, so we learned about that. We had learned about the two standing on the side. Nick was Mr. Pratt was very strict with that. But it can get a little bit lively on the sideline. Like, don't get me wrong, but we've got the luxury of that now. If we're not showing a decision, we can ask Nick. But the whole day, yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I know I've got a bottle of wine in the fridge, so yeah, definitely worth a glass, I think, tonight.
Diolch yn fawr, Sean. Job done, mate.
Diolch. Thanks a lot, Paul. Cheers.